Hey honey, Jilene here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be 3 looks using the Summer Center bundle from Looxi Beauty. This bundle does not have mattes, so I did dip into other shadows to create these looks. Feel free to use anything you want. This is just how I used the bundle. This first look is very yellow, mustard, and quite neutral. I start by going into the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, oldie but a goodie, and I'm going to take the shade Raw Sienna and slowly build this up in my crease. I really took my time doing this step. I just wanted to make sure it was very well blended. Next I went into the Juvia's Place Zulu palette and I took the yellow shade and I am just layering this on top of Raw Sienna just to make it look more yellow rather than brown. And then I go back into Raw Sienna and I just sandwich it. Next I take Tempera and I use this on my brow bone as my highlight. It's a very subtle highlight. Next I take the bright orange from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette and I dust this in the crease. I don't know, I just liked how it looked after I applied the orange. And I take the Maybelline Dark Spot Eraser and I'm going to do a half cut crease. For my lid, I'm using the shade Lick It, Slam It, Suck It. And in person, this looks very green, which is why I added the bright yellow from the Zulu palette to this look. I just really wanted this to look very yellow, and next I take the yellow shade from the Zulu palette again, and I apply this to where the brown and the shimmer shade meet, if that makes sense. For my inner corner, I use the shade Get Naked, which I do not recommend. It is very glittery, and I wanted some more pizzazz on my brow bone, so I actually used this on my brow bone too, and I immediately regretted it because, like I said, it's very glittery. It looks pretty, but I do not like how the glitters looked in my eyebrows. And next I applied the Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Liner for my wing, and next I take the Profusion Black Liner to tightline and for my waterline. I wanted some more pizzazz, so I applied Lick It, Slam It, Suck It over the black on my lower lash line, and you can really see how green it is here. For the rest of my lower lash line, I used the yellow from the Zulu palette. Lastly, I just apply some mascara to my top and bottom lashes. Okay, so this is the finished look, and despite the yellow being very green, I love how it turned out. This next look is very berry, and the first thing I did was take the Morphe Single Shadow in the shade Fiesta. I actually wasn't recording when I first started applying this, but yeah, that is what I used for my transition shade. Next, I used the Morphe Shadow in the shade Brick, just to deepen up the crease a little bit. Next, I used the Morphe Shadow in Rosewood, and I apply this below the other 2 shades. It almost kind of looks like a sunset effect. Now I'm using the Morphe Shadow in the shade Grape Day, and I focus this on my outer corner of my eye, and I really make sure that I blend this shade out. I went ham with the blending. I am taking the Looxi Shadow in Sex on the Beach. I love it so much, and this is going to go on my entire lid. Now for my inner corner and brow bone, I use the shade Walk of Shame, and I even applied it where Grape Day and Sex on the Beach meet. I wasn't going to use any eyeliner at all, so for my lower lash line I used the shade Grape Day by Morphe, and I actually went in with the Rimmel Nude eyeliner because I liked how it opened up my eyes. Lastly, I applied mascara off camera, and that completes the second look. This last look is probably my favorite, and this one is actually a talk through. I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and just place that all over my eyelashes, seems. Place it all over my lid. I'm going to take the shade Aloha by Morphe, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I don't want it to be too pigmented. And I'm going to just dust this in my crease. Like I said, I don't want too much of it. Now I'm taking the Morphe shadow in the shade Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I'm just gonna blow out the crease. Next, I'm taking the Looxi shadow in the shade Slurp, and I'm gonna put this on my finger. I want you to see the pigmentation without wetting it. This is what it looks like without wetting it. It's actually super pigmented. But what I want to do now is put it on my finger and take some Fix Plus. Just wet my finger a little bit and then go right over that. And it just makes it a little bit more intense. Now I'm taking the shade Tipsy by Looxi. I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm just going to put this on the outer half of my lid. Like so. And they blend in beautifully together. But I want to wet it once again. Just gonna spray my finger a little bit and dab that onto my eye. Now I'm taking the shade Get Naked and I'm gonna place this on my inner corners. And I also use this for my brow bone highlight, which I don't really recommend because it is super glittery, but I don't know, I like how it looks. Most people don't like glitter all over their brow bone, but I'm kind of digging the glitter. Now I'm just gonna take the Rimmel Nude liner and I'm gonna apply it in my lower lash line. For my lower lash line, I'm just taking the shade Aloha, which is the first shade I used in the crease. In the pan, this shade looks very green, but when it goes on, it actually is super blue. Now I know this look calls for eyeliner, but I don't really have time to put on eyeliner, so I'm just going to put on mascara and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is what the third look looks like. Look. But I think it's really pretty. It's a beautiful blown out blue-green look. Those were the 3 looks that I did using the Summer Center bundle by Looxi Beauty. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked them and I'll see you next time. Stay golden!